ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंशस्तनूभिः व्यासेवा देवहितं यदायुः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः Oh God, may our ears hear what is auspicious, may we efficient worship see with our eyes what is auspicious, may we who sing your praise leave our allotted span of life in perfect health and strength. Oh, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. I am very happy to be here this evening with you all. I am sorry that I can't speak Spanish. I would have been very happy could I do that. But you are very nice people. You are very loving people. And that I like much. And God resides in the heart of people who are very pure and simple. God is everywhere, but God reveals in the heart of those people who have their mind very simple and clean. This Puerto Rico has a wonderful history. That people are very simple, very nice, loving and caring. And now we find that within context of America and also of Puerto Rico is really very much heartening to all the sensible people. That is why probably we need more to think about the spirituality, the spiritual content of our very life. We are human beings, but at the core of our very being is the divine, the Lord, whom we call God. And God, according to ancient sages, God is all-pervading. God is transcendental. God is immanent. As the modern science now tries to see the infinity in the macrocosm, also science has progressed much to see the infinite in the microcosm, the microscopic particles and subparticles, the infinite reality, infinite consciousness or infinite energy in the language of the science, infinite energy here, infinite energy there in the vastness of these galaxies and Milky Ways and other things. And ancient sages, by their internal wisdom, by their meditative mood, they went into the depth of their heart and they found this unity which is there, which is here, which pervades everything. That is, they have defined that as Brahman. It is a Sanskrit word, Brahman. Brahman means Brinha. Brinha is a root, Sanskrit root. It means that which is vast, that which is limitless, that which is unfathomable. that which has no barrier, that which is beyond time, beyond space, beyond all causations. And when they express that infinite reality after experiencing that, they have articulated it in a very, very simple letter. You can say that's called the O. But that is the beauty of the ancient sages, to express that which is inexpressible into the language which is so unique or so fundamental. Om, we just normally think it is normally in Hindu culture, everywhere the word Om is used. To greet each other, we say Om Om. And amongst the monks of the tradition in Himalayas, one monk greets other and says, "How are you?" They don't say like that. "Om Om, how are you? How are you?" Others will say, "Om Om." Om has become a vocabulary in such a way that it is related with infinite consciousness and law connection. And that Om is called the pure sound. It is our topic is the universal mantra. Om is called mantra. Why mantra? Mantra is a Sanskrit word which means when you reflect on this letter again and again and again, then what happens? It reveals the secret. It reveals you from ignorance. In our life, we have money, we may have education, but we are not free from our anxieties, from our worries, from our loss, from our old age, from our death, disease. All these are very pressing problems in our life. So, how to get out of it? The ancient sages have said that if you reflect and deeply meditate on this very simple word, Om, then you will be released from all bondage, all limitation. The science is this: what we think, we become. If you think holiness, holy you become. If you think negative thoughts, you become negative. The children, the children of our country, what they are doing now, under some influence, their mind is getting colored in that type of thinking, so that type of violence and things are coming very naturally. But if they are given the positive thought, positive thinking will come, and the positive result will be found in the personality, and that will manifest in the life of the society as a whole. So the manana, there is Sanskrit word, it is called manana. Manana means reflection. Manana means deeply thinking about what? About Om. And if you can deeply think about Om, then it says that you will be released from all suffering, bondage, fear, and loss. How it is possible? Just thinking of Om. What is the potential thing in Om? It will be a simple word as it appears. That's why there is a book, it is called the Upanishad. Upanishad is the cream of the Vedic civilization. You have heard about the Vedas, the four wisdom, collection of wisdom, that is called the Vedas. That collection of the Vedic wisdom was recorded much later, after thousands and thousands of years past, when people learned how to note down or script came. Then only it was recorded. Before it was only oral tradition, oral. Teacher experienced that truth. He conveys that experience to his student, disciple, and the disciple to their disciple and their disciple, and it came down thousands of years that tradition. And Om, as you know, it is all of us chant Om. It seems very simple, but its meaning, its profundity is such that when it is reflected upon, what is Om? Then you find that a vaster dimension of truth is opening up in the heart. Om is a word which constitutes, you can say, 3 letters or 4. A, U, and M. And beyond is a dot. You will find in the Om sometimes they put a mark on the top like a dot. In Sanskrit they put this and a dot. But some ornamental Om, they do it ornamental, little artistic. One on the right side, little thing like that, and the top little moon-like structure. Something is important. If you are in any trouble, tell them they can help you. Yes. So, 3 words, A, U letter, 3 letters, A, U, and M, and a dot. Say how you utter the word, we say Om. That is not a proper pronunciation. Proper pronunciation is That's a root, starting point. It is called A, and then it is rolling down in your palate. When coming out of the mouth, it's a and at the end, when you close your mouth, still the sound vibration continues. That's why it is called Om. Now, what is indicated by the letter A? In a nutshell, the word A, or in Sanskrit alphabet A, the first letter, is indicated as the entire universe of name and form which I see through the eyes, I sense through our other organs of perception. That means we hear, we smell, we touch, we taste, we see this universe. That is called A. I would say science have now understood this much, only the part A of the whole. You go to any scientist, when they talk, they get overwhelmed. When they go into the substratum of an atom, going to the electronic structure and going into the deeper depth of it, they found that can be visible. Some machines, they can experience that. It is a sensate world. It is not your mystic world. Mystic world is in your mental world. This gross universe, with going down into the, say you take a particle, break a particle of this table, microscopic particle, go to the atomic structure, and go to the electron, proton, neutron, positron, doing like that, go deeper and deeper and deeper into a vast horizon of energy, unfathomable energy. Now they are calling God particle. No? Boson, Higgs boson, God particle. That they do not know. They are saying, oh, it is God. That is how we cannot decide what is this. You see, it's falling on the category of A. And now, but this is the microscopic level. Now we go to the macroscopic cosmos. See, look at the sky. Now science is saying, hey, Hubble telescope has caught one ray of light. A new star has been found out. And next time you read, oh, that star is few million light years ahead of us. That particular star came and it went where God knows, and light in the speed of how much? 180,000 miles per second. 1 second, light moves 180,000 miles. With that speed, the star has moved 1 million years ago. And the ray started coming to us and it hit the Hubble telescope. After some million years, what do we understand of this visible universe? Our instruments are very little to conceive it. But don't think they have learned much what the Upanishad is telling, what the sages are talking about. They are talking about only this physical, which can be seen through the telescope, to the microscope, through the telescope, and other tools which our five senses can perceive. This is only, according to Vedanta, it will be only the part A. And now go to the finer level of it. Forget this physical universe. Go to the universe of your mental world. What is that world? You know, this world is so little, your mental world is much bigger. Is it not? When you go to sleep, and at the night time what you do? See the mind, what it creates. It creates a whole world. You create your world, I create my world. Is it not? Maybe in a one house, 10 people are there. And 10 people have their 10 worlds. No one is colliding with each other, is it not? Because if you say, in the small room, 5 people are lying, sleeping, the 5 world will collide. Your world will collide with me. Because you say, suppose you go to New York, you see a New York there. You see that car, you see your friend, you go to your restaurant, you are eating. Those entire area is in your mental plane. And I am sleeping there. I also say I am going to Los Angeles. And I am seeing a, say, Universal Studio with all these scientific things going on. And that's the big world I am creating. You are creating your world, I am creating, but they are not colliding. That means how big is the mental space. And mental space is much expansive, much profound and much deeper. And in this mental world, only not our imaginations don't come, but there comes all the mystic visions. In Hinduism, in Christianity, in most of the religions, they talk about Islam, they talk about afterlife. Afterlife where? You go to heaven or you go to hell. What is that world? Is it like this concrete wall? It is the same world that you feel in your mental level when you dream. When you see the dream, that is real, is it not? Now we say it is dream. And now we say this is all real. When you dream, this becomes unreal. Is it not? You forget your body, you forget that you are sleeping in your bed, you forget that you are safe. This reality, the concept of reality transforms from one to the other. So if you find that, all the concept of heavens, and Hindus particularly, they have several heavens. Christian heaven is only one heaven. And Christian hell is also one hell. That's frightening. You go to hell eternally, my God, that's a frightening thing. Or you go to heaven forever. But Hindus have little consideration different way. They say that you have done little bad work, you go to a hell and stay there for few years and suffer the punishment and then come back as a human being. And then start doing good work. Then you will go to heaven. And heaven has 7 levels of heaven. 7 levels of hell. That is Hindu concept. That means according to your karma, according to your work, you get the merits, you get the demerits. But they are not permanent place, like the jail. People go doing something wrong. But they don't stay there. After finishing their karma, they come back. And also heaven. Heaven is like that. Suppose you are working in your office, your boss is very happy and gives you one air ticket to Hawaii and says that okay, I will bear all the expense of your trip and give you free hotel charge and everything. You stay 1 month and enjoy because you have done good work. That is like heaven. But mind it, when your 1 month will be over, you come back here, they will squeeze you. So this is the going and coming, and this is the subtle world we call the world of heaven or hell. The world of the mysteries, the sea, that's also in the mind. Of course, that is the pure mind. We see in our impure mind, impure world, they, with a purer mind, with a purer glass in their eyes, they see a purer, joyful, blissful state. So that is called the new part. So add all these heavenly concepts of heaven, concept of mental world and universes, and all the mystic visions and experiences, all these, what you see So long your mind is there, you see something, you feel something. Something grows now. Now we are seeing the growth because this body is also active here. And when you go to your meditation, what do you do? You forget this word, isn't it? The whole purpose of yoga is what? Purpose of yoga is first to go beyond this level of duality into another level. But there we go, we cannot go. We need our tool. Our tool is the mind. With the mind tool, we purify the mind with the mantra, repeating it, and then going up, up and up. Mind becomes more clear and see the different universe of reality. That's why when the mystics see in their mystic vision things, they are as real like this. As we see this visible universe, they see that higher world in a mystic level, in the pure mind. And now comes the question of third level, which is you go beyond that subtle level. Normally we cannot understand what is that level. That is compared with our day-to-day life called that sleep state, deep sleep state. When we all go to, say we are tired for a day, with the physical world, then you fall, go to the bed, and you dream sometime, and after some time, you fall asleep. When you fall asleep, your body is not functioning, and its body functioning, heart is beating, but you don't know. When you are in the bed, you are sleeping, you don't know that you have a body at all. You don't know that your lungs is functioning. You don't know that you are dreaming then. Dream state comes in between. And when in between the dream, a state comes which is deep sleep state. That time you say, you know nothing. You say, really I slept so deeply yesterday, I didn't know. When you called me, when you asked me anything, but in the deep sleep I did not know. When it rained, I did not know that. The window was open and water has entered. But I did not know that. This is our experience. But did you die there? No. You are still there. You say, I slept. That's why I did not know. So that state is called the third state. Where your physical world goes, your mental world goes, you live in a state of peace. Deep sleep is peace for us, isn't it? Nothing is more peaceful than deep sleep. Suppose, I give you an example. Someone gives money, gives food, and gives every entertainment, and keep that person not allowing that person to sleep. You cannot sleep any moment. So make it one day, make it second day, make it third day, then what will happen? You will run crazy. So why not? You get all the enjoyments. Good food, good entertainment, money, dress, wealth, everything is given and supplied. Only I will not allow you to sleep. What will happen? So then you can understand that in a deep sleep state, we enjoy the bliss. On the contrary, think that you are totally tired all day. You are so exhausted that your body is not able to do anything. And you go home and you say, I am not going to eat anything, I am not going to do anything, don't talk to me, and go to bed. So you are hungry, your bodily you are hungry, energy-wise your nerves are exhausted, you are tired, and now you had a good sleep. Next morning you come up with fresh energy. Who supplied you the energy? Normally we think we get the energy from eating food or getting something physical, but there is nothing physical. There is nothing you have eaten. Rather exhausted, you should have eaten something. But when you come out, you are full of joy. And you feel fresh, refreshed, whole energy. You got your energy back into it. And you start your next day more strong. That is called the state, third state. When your body consciousness goes, your consciousness in the mind level goes, but you don't die, only one trace of your ego remains. And that's a vast world. That's why we say it is inexpressible. You cannot express that. When you are in that state, who will say anything? Because your speech is gone before, because you are not in the waking state. Your eyes are not functioning, it is sleeping. Your ears are not hearing anything. So everything got rest, full rest. Eyes, ears, every sense organs are getting full rest. And your mind also, in the dream, it was functioning. And when you go to deep sleep, that mind also slept. Mind sleeps. Then what remains? You remain. And in the cosmic, you, all of us, if you add your I, my I, everyone's I together, that is called the cosmic I. That is called God's I. Unmanifest. God is unmanifest there. God manifest in the dream, in the heavens and angels and gods and angels. We find all the people describe about that in the level, subtle level. And when it comes down, see the trees, plants, water, the mountain, ocean, this beautiful universe of our perception. So the gross, subtle, and it is the causal, we call cause, from which the universe has come. But these are the three levels we everyday experience. Waking state, dream state, and sleep state. But who is there in your sleep state who says, I slept well? It's an analytical way. I cannot prove. There is no direct link I can prove you mathematically. But mathematics also has a back calculation, process of back calculation. I can back calculate this way, that when you say you are so happy last night, you had a good sleep after 2-3 days, that there is some consciousness in you, even in that state, that you have slept well. Some consciousness should be there, otherwise you cannot say anything unless you have experienced it. Suppose you have a cup of tea this afternoon, and when now you can say, oh, I had a cup of tea at 5 o'clock. How do you say that? Because you went through that experience, and the experience became a memory afterwards. So you cannot have memory unless you experience. Say anything in your life. You cannot remember anything unless you have experienced that. So, this is a high philosophy, little tricky. But if you analyze it, you will be very clear on this point, that unless you experience, you cannot have any memory of that. And when you experience, then you have the consciousness. You are aware of it. You were aware of your drinking the tea, that you remembered afterwards. If someone who has no mind, you give him a cup of tea, Like the people in Alzheimer's disease, what they do? You know that. Most of the problem who are senior Alzheimer, suffering from Alzheimer, they will always say, hey, you have not given me food today. They are killing me. They are not giving me the food. They have given the food just there. But immediate memories are forgotten. So this is the point, that unless your mind is there, your consciousness is not there, you cannot remember anything. So when in the deep sleep you say, I had a good sleep, what is the consciousness behind you which observes your sleep? And say, I slept well. You know this much that you slept well, is it not? When you say, I slept well, at least you know that somebody you have observed your sleep, that's why you are saying, I slept well. Subjective experience. That is called the consciousness. Absolute consciousness. And that is the turiya, beyond the dot. So now you come. A is the visible universe, stars, galaxies, down to the subatomic particle, physical universe, five senses, you can see, feel. You is that part in the mental level, in your dream, starting from your dream to your mystic experiences, to the heavens and hells and all concepts. There is a state beyond that when these two worlds are gone. You remain there as I, and your I, my I, and I of everyone is called God's I. And that who is that God? That God is transcending all limitation. What you describe about that God which is transcending? What mind is there? What words are there to describe that? That's why it is called, scriptures, they say, Oban, Manasagocharam. It is, Ban means speech. Manas means mind. Agocharam means beyond the ken of measurement of the speech and your mind and intellect. So that is called the truth. And that is called Brahma. Now, our topic was Om. What is that? Is the universal mantra. And I said that is the I, subtle level, gross, subtle, and the deep sleep state I. That I have said. And that I, your I, my I, and all the I together, God's I. And that God's I still is that I, but then who shines behind that? That is the fourth stage, the linking, the doctrine. So now you see, this is the total concept of Om. So I was saying our topic has been given Om, the universal mantra. This mantra is for you only. You need not be a Hindu. You need not have to learn any other subject. Just analyze this. What I did, this, I don't know how much the time I spent. Please tell me when you win. I need to know. I don't know how long I do. Already 40 minutes. Okay, so what is called then Om? Om is that reality which is now in the waking state, that plus add, no subtraction. Om is universal, nothing is deleted from that. Everything added. Add all what you think of this gross universe, suns, stars, galaxies, Milky Ways, billions and trillions of these innumerable stars and their lights and effulgence, down to the subatomic particle. This is only a part. Add with it your own mental universe, dream, vision, experience, angels and this, and then add to that state when you are in deep sleep, perfectly happy within yourself and full of joy. And that's it. Beyond that, what is indescribable. Add A plus U plus M plus God. Now imagine what is that. And that is you. Could you believe that? I am thinking I am so little, tiny, puny, I was born that day, I am becoming old, my body is aching, pain. Yes, in the A level. But you are here in the A level. You are A plus U. Now go to your level of mind and see how vast is that horizon. Add with this the level of M, and then go beyond which cannot be described as the God. So that is called the Om, and that is our Vedanta teaches us that it is your own divine characteristic. You are that way. How big you are, how vast you are, how limitless you are. That is not this you. Here in this you, I have limited my infinite into this 5 feet 2 inches height. The body weighs up so many pounds. We have, if anyone asks who are you, what do we describe foolishly? We give our biodata. No? What is the biodata? My name is such and such, I live in such and such place, my body weight is this, my complexion is like that, I have my this education, my this training, and this, and I'm finished. Are you this much? This is, no, you are describing only your physical part. This very limited physical part, which undergoes so much changes every day. We are becoming old every day, is it not? We are not becoming younger. The clock rotates this way. And then, this is a change. And that I am saying, I. As Swami Vivekananda said, if I had a child, he was a monk. But he said, if I had a child, I would have taught him when in the cradle, the baby in the cradle, I would taught him, you are that infinite, you are that inexpressible, you are that birthless, deathless reality. So the baby will learn that I am not this body. We are learned as we are the body. Is it not? When you think of your childhood, when the mommy is to teach us, hey, say this is your nose. I had no concept of my nose. This is your nose, this is your eyes, this is your ear. You are a boy, you are a girl. You have to wear this type of dress, you have to wear this type of dress. Boys do that, girls do that. All the concepts of duality, you get it when you enter into the world. And going back home, eternal home, all these distinctions and divisions collapse. Collapse of the Berlin Wall. It will collapse and you see that you are infinite. Go beyond your body concept. Go beyond your mind mental concept. Go beyond your ego concept. We are all one. All differences in this level is physically. I look different, you look different. I have my little characters, you have other characters. And I differ with you here. When you go to the mental level, there also, I think one way, you think another way. My emotions, your emotions. You go to the intellectual level, your understanding is one way, my understanding is different. Your ego, my ego is different. But go beyond that, when everyone sleeps, in a deep sleep, everyone enjoys the same joy. Look at a cat. Look at a dog. Look at a bird. Look at the fish. Look at the animals. Look at every man and woman when they are deep in sleep. They are in perfect joy. That's why everyone gets annoyed. When you are in good sleep and someone says, hey, come up, come up. No. You don't like it. No one likes that I am in good sleep and now why are you disturbing me? That is that why you feel disturbed. Why even a cat will find disturbed. When a dog will find disturbed when he is sleeping. Means you are just going transcending the physical part, the mental part, and you have gone to a part which is very close to the absolute truth. And that is called Sociedad. It is full of blessedness, full of joy, and full of love, and full of light. That is called the real transcendental reality. So, now let us boil down that this is the universe in which we live. We have a very limited concept of the objects, and that is within the time, space, and cognition limit. Within the boundary of time, space, cognition, we perceive things. But there is a world beyond time, space, and cognition. And that truth is all the time, eternally is there. Whether I recognize that, whether I am blind about that, matters very little. That truth is all the time. And that truth has kept me alive now. I do not know what is the consciousness which is making you alive now. Which is the energy giving you in your dream? What is the energy which is giving you to be in deep sleep? What is that consciousness behind us? Now, tremendous researches are going on, the consciousness studies in different universities. It is the consciousness of the brain. Science come up to this point. It is the consciousness of the brain. Because of the consciousness of my senses, I perceive the eyes. There are cells which activate in a particular way, and the nerves connect with them. That's why I see. They are not the same. There are other cells which are responsible for my vision. Some are for hearing, some are for smell. Now comes, then they say, yes, this is brain cell is doing everything. Now the question comes, what is that consciousness which coordinates all these things together? I see, no. I hear, I smell, I eat. So what is that consciousness behind all these activities of the brain cells? Is a question to be solved by science. Anyhow, so my point is that it is called yoga. Mantra is called yoga. Though in America and Europe and every country, yoga has been taken only on the physical aspect, but now the awareness is also coming that yoga is having other aspects also. So yoga has 8-fold yoga. Yoga has 8 steps. What are the 8 steps? First step and second step are living in the world in a very moral and ethical way. Truthfulness, non-injury, sattva-astyo, brahmacharya, purity of the heart, celibacy, sattva-astyo, brahmacharya, aparigraha, non-receiving of, not expectation of the gifts from others, aparigraha, sattva-astyo, brahmacharya, aparigraha, and ahimsa. Like that. And there is Socha Santosha. Socha is purity. Santosha means satisfaction. Happiness, either it comes. It will come, it will go away. Keep your mind calm. Socha Santosha. Tapa. Anything you are working, you think that I am doing austerity for my purification of my heart. Tapas. Shraddhaya, study of the scriptures, holy books, noble books, and your meditation and japa, that is also called Shraddhaya. And Ishvara Pranidhana, surrendering to God. These are the very basic 10 items. They are called the first 2 steps of yoga. It is called niyama, it is called niyama. And then comes asana. You know asana. Asana means posture. Physical postures, so that body remains strong, body becomes energetic. So that part is to be practiced. That is the 3rd step. And that is very much essential for your deeper spiritual practice. We cannot do anything with an unhealthy body. So yoga is very important, but the yoga means here asana only, which is the 3rd step of 8-fold yoga. Then you practice this asana, means postures, keeping the body strong, breathing very well, comes pranayama. That's why you do yoga on the ocean, beach. You can do in the beach, you will get better at it. Why? You inhale fresh ozone, fresh oxygen. As you get oxygen, your brains will get oxygenated, your whole cells will be rejuvenated with power. That's why most of the disease can be cured by pranayama and yoga. And that keeps a healthy body. So, asana is now normally known as yoga. But yoga is 1, 2, 3, this asana. Then comes the pranayama, the control of the pranic forces. You all know when you are angry, how your breath runs. When you are emotional, look at your breath, how different it is. When you are in sleep mood, you find your breath, left nostril more, throat. When you are active mode, right nostril, flow of air is more. So this harmony in the whole breathing system. So pranayama means you have mastery over the control of the prana, so that it brings a rhythmic breathing. And when you are in rhythmic breathing, you know you are very happy then. There is balance. Your mood will be very calm, serene, joyful. And that's why yoga, the originator of whose name is Patanjali, the sage, he said, yama niyama, the first 2 steps, universal, everyone will have to do that. Then is the asana, your health and well-being of the physical body. Then you do the little breathing exercise, so that your breath becomes regular, rhythmic and very peaceful. And then with that mind, you try to focus on God. Which is that God? This may be the object of worship. And the Patanjali also suggested you can focus on the word Om and its meaning. See, Patanjali's yoga aphorism, it clearly indicates that after doing this yama, niyama and asana and your pranayama, you can focus your mind on this Om. It is not the letter, but it is the meaning, and I have described it for 40 minutes, 1 hour. Now you think that you focus that there is a light, and that light is expanding, and it is all pervading the whole of A area, physical universe. Then if you can think, go to your mental universe, then you go beyond that deep sleep state area, transcend that also. How much you can meditate? Meditate on Om. Say the word Om and focus there and meditate on Om. That will, it is not easy. Because when I try to focus, my mind will go into another. So then practice it again and again and again. As a result, when you can focus here, then more discipline comes and then more joy comes. Because it is joy, because it is beauty, it is love, it is consciousness. So one becomes aware, and we call, when one succeeds in that, we call he a saint. We call he a seer of truth. And only that person transcends all the human limitations. That person becomes full of light, full of inspiration. So this is this is universal, because anyone can do. It is not any rigid dogma here. There is no dogma, it is science. That it is science, it can be followed by anyone, anywhere in the universe. If you don't say the word Om, if you only know that what is that reality is not finished with the gross universe, that universe is not finished with the subtle universe of concepts about God, heavens, this, that is not limited by the cosmic ego level, and that which is beyond. Anyone can meditate on that truth. That is called the meditation on God, according to Vedanta. And that's why we call it universal. Anyone can practice this, anyone can get the benefit. And if one can really lift their consciousness into that infinite, that person becomes infinite. Is birthless, is deathless, his joy becomes eternal. Nothing can take away that joy. Becomes full of blessedness and peace. So this is the Om, the universal mantra. And that will lead ultimately to what is called yoga, says Samadhi. This practice of thinking Om in the universal aspect and leading the mind to the concentration more deeper and deeper and deeper into this vastness of the truth. Then one day it will flash like that. You forget your little identity. You will be feeling that you are the ocean of light. Like Ramakrishna gave the example, a great saint of 19th century, that a salt doll wanted to measure how big is the ocean. And like we are salt doll, if we want to measure what is God. So really dive deep into God. Dive deep into this values, meaning of this Om, and dive deep there. What will happen? The salt doll going into the ocean, it melts. When this doll melts, then what remains? Ocean remains. You become ocean. Where is the salt doll? Salt doll is no more. It has become the ocean. So we are to the ocean. We are the ocean like full of blessedness and joy. And this is the process of meditation of yoga, which we can practice. Now I can give this time to you to put any questions. Continue. First you start with this is you, Om, and then when it's continuing, that is the drop. You could have said finish there, finish. But we don't say it's going on. That is the beginning, that is the drop. Otherwise you can finish your chanting of the Om. You can send it, end it there. But real chanting should be and feel that vibration, touching everything, all the direction. And whenever you are touching, that is melting into light and consciousness.
You spoke about the seven heavens,
Hells.
I understood that you said that every time you go to that heaven and then you come back. So you go to the seventh heaven and then you come back.
Wherever you go, you have to come back. If you go, you have to come back.
But if you transcend,
Then you are not come back. When you come back, as I said, the salt doll now went to the ocean and he puts his leg in the ocean. The leg melts. And as the doll is put in the ocean, as much ocean is coming up, it is all melted, and gone. You become ocean.
so as long as we have a pinch of mind, then we come back.
We have mind, but we can purify the mind. And when it becomes perfect, pure, Ramakrishna said, pure mind is pure Brahman. Pure mind is pure consciousness. It is like that. Another example I can give. Suppose a drop of rainwater is coming from the sky. And the raindrop is you and me thinking, how big is God? God is like this, God is like that. You are imagining many things. You come closer and closer. You imagine that you are a drop coming down from the heaven. And you see the ocean. And you say, my God, it is so big. It is so big. It is so big. And now you come maybe 10 feet height away from the ocean. And you say, oh my God, I cannot see anything. East, west, north, south is all beyond my living. It's going out. And then you come closer and closer. You touch the ocean. What happens? If I ask, where is the drop? Where is the drop Karuna? Drop Karuna becomes ocean. You cannot find Karuna anymore. You can find only in the ocean. Then this Karuna is lost? No, Karuna is not lost. Karuna became the ocean. His definition has changed. He was telling, I am the drop, I am the drop. That was the biodata we are giving. That was our biodata. And when that biodata merges into the ocean, then your biodata becomes ocean. Ocean is your biodata. Infinite is our identity. Isn't it a great thing to at least imagine this way? And ocean, that ocean is not like the saline ocean. That ocean is full of joy, full of blessings, full of illumination and light. And once you get that, you will feel, what am I doing here? We are here running after things to get a little joy. One drop of joy. And I get one drop, then so much suffering comes afterwards. Is it not? And to get that joy, you have to exercise so much of energy, no? In the worldly level. Nothing wrong, go for that. But if you start meditating on this truth, and you touch that ocean of joy a little bit, one day you have a good meditation, you will see the change. You will feel, my God, so much is here, and so much is here. Here itself, in me. And I didn't look here, I look in outside. That's why there is a Upanishad. Kathopanishad says. Paranchi khani gatrinak sayambhu tasmaat parang pashyati nantaratman kaschidhiraha amritattamichan pratyagaatmanamikshat. So, this is God has created our eyes, all the senses outside. Eyes see, it can see only what is here. Ears see only the external sound it can catch. Nose, external smells, and good fragrance or good or bad. Tongue, the external food, touches the tongue. Skin touches the softness or hardness or warmth or coolness, no? These are all focused outside. Therefore we see only the outside. But many people get tired. They are sages, holy people. You are holy. You sometimes stand here. That is your holiness. Kaschit, few, rare, few. Pratyagaatmanamikshat, to see what is inside me. Vaikshat means desiring, to see what is there in me. Pratyagaatmanamikshat, avrittachakshu, they close their eyes. They say, I have seen enough to the eyes outside. Let me close my eyes and see what is inside me. What a beautiful. The Upanishads are poets. They are very poetic. Kaschid atma pratyagaatma vaikshat avittachakshu amritattamiccha. Why they close their eyes? Not to see enough. They turn here to attain to amritattva means nectar, to attain immortality, to attain birthless, deathless nature of ours. See, that's the yoga or meditation is turning this way. We have seen enough, but we are tired, not tired yet. I have seen how many things in my life, no? Still I think, oh, if I go to Peru, then I will be happy. I have seen so many of the world. But still anyone says, hey, have you seen this new place? No. How will you go? Yes, yes, yes. See? But one day when you say, I have seen enough, nothing pleases me anymore. I want to see what is here. You know? Some treasure is here, some jewel is here. We are searching for pebbles outside, but here is jewel who shines eternally. So, when that tiring situation will come, I want to see it here, I want to feel it here, I want to enjoy it here. It is so much joy. Then you will want a surprise to say, hey, what a fool I was. I was begging for a petty spoonful of joy, and here is the ocean of joy in my heart. I didn't know that. Noble learned Rabindranath Tagore, I say, Tomaro yoshi me prano monamiye joto dure ami hai kothao dukkho kothao viche কোথাও মৃত্যু নাই তোমার অসীমে মন প্রাণ রয়ে ও লর্ড তোমার অসীম infinity expanse অসীম taking my mind and my these emotions love as much as I move on find any end of it. Unfathomable, unending, limitless. But to hear me die, kothav mrityu, there is no death, there is no disease, there is no suffering. It is all joy, 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 joy. See the experience of mystic poet. Huh? Yeah. So that is the point. So all the mystics talk in the same language. We have to turn. Sometimes we turn. You all do sometimes meditation. You do sometimes absorb yourself in something higher. You feel the joy. Joy comes from outside. It's a wrong concept. When you feel joy, what do you feel? It is here or it is happening there? Suppose take good food you eat. And when you feel joy, where do you feel the joy? In the plate? Joy in the plate? Or in the fork? Or in the spoon? Or you feel it here? Every experience of joy is subjective here. Every experience of pain, that's also here. And Vedanta says, pain and joy are not two things. This is a new philosophy. Pain is less joy, isn't it? You have certain expectation, this much I want. No? If you don't get that, you feel sad. But your expectation is low, and something you get more, then you get excited. I want to be joyful. Joy and suffering is depending on our expectation. What is suffering? In a low degree of joy, low degree of perception is called suffering. Low degree of light is called night, darkness. Higher degree is called day. Much higher is called the blazing light. I don't see anything, darkening. No? We can look at the midday sun. Because why don't you see the sun? Because there is light, but I cannot catch it. Its vibration is much, frequencies in a different level. And in night time also I don't see. But there is light wave there also. That's why night animals can see well. They go for their searching for their prey during night time. So how to find them? So that's why it is called, this is a relative thing. And when we attain to that highest wisdom, then we see that joy is everywhere. Rabindranath Tagore again. Ananda dhara vahiche bhuvane. Ananda dhara vahiche bhuvane. In the whole world, the dhara is the flow of ananda, the bliss, the joy, is flowing all directions. In the moon, in the sun, in the stars, in the earth, in the waters, that flow of bliss is everywhere. And the same experience has been said in our Upanishad. Madhu bhakaritayate madhu ksharanti shinnava madvirna santoshadi madhunaktam utoshasi madhumatparthiva gumraja madhumanno vanaspati madhumagum mastu surya madvirgavo bhavantana. Om Madhu, Om Madhu, Om Madhu. The ancient sages said this in Sanskrit. Honey, sweetness is flowing. Honey, 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 honey. In the air, honey. In the mountain, honey. In the streams of water, honey. Everywhere is honey, honey, honey. That is the experience which comes when you realize God. Or when you realize your mind is going to yoga to unite with the soul. And that is our duty in this life, to have that experience. Otherwise you die. Rabindranath Tagore again, he said, "Alpo loiya thaki, tai jaha jai, taha mor jai." I live with so much petty cash, that whatever my pocket money finishes, I am poor. But you are not poor. You have infinite in your stock. Try to accept that. It is not a theory. You focus here and you find it. That's why it is called science. That's why it is called mathematics. You do this and get it. Swami Brahmananda, who is my guru's guru, he used to say, I tell you, you got this mantra, practice this sincerely, and if you cannot find the result, after 3 years come and slap me on my face. I will give this challenge. Slap me on my face. If you don't experience, that is your fault. You are not paying attention to that. How much mind you are giving, how much focus you are giving. That does not make the truth different. It is your intensity, your practice. If suppose I am sitting over here and I think, oh, this is a nice place, but I have to go to the Vedanta center. Okay, I will go. Now and then I chit chat, and then night time, okay, there is a restaurant, let us go and eat something, and then talk there, whole night may go away. I may have desired to go there, but how my time is going away? Am I utilizing for lessening the distance, walking in the spiritual path, meditating in the spiritual path, practicing seriously that or not? That's why Patanjali Yoga, it says, who will attain the goal and when? That's the question. Many people ask, hey, I am getting this mantra, when shall I realize God? It's a good question. And there are many yogis who can take $5,000 and say, okay, I will give you instant realization. Come today. Or you give 10,000, that will be much quicker. I can do that. But we don't pay, we don't deal all those business. Patanjali also said, your success depends on you. Tibra samveganam asanna. That is the verse, Yoga Sutra. Tibra means intense. Samveg, intensity. Tibra, sincere urge. Those who have that asana, realization is next. You run from here to reach your destination. You take a car and run. Now you will reach the first. And if I chit chat and see this and see that, and take some cup of tea and then relax and watch some television, and okay, I'll go, then it will take longer time. It's simple. So this is that's why it is called the scientific religion. I call Vedanta as scientific religion. There is no camouflaging thing here. It is mathematics. 1 plus 1 will make 2. If it is not, then your practice is wrong. It is not, the theory is not wrong, but your practice is wrong. I give you another example. In the Bangladesh, you have heard the name Bangladesh, near India, and it is full of rivers. So one gentleman heard a news, got a message in early days, not today's modern time. So those days people will have to go to another village, walking, then there will come a river, you have to take a boat to cross the boat, or you have to go long distance in the boat to reach a destination. So the gentleman heard a message that his daughter is very sick. He got the message. So when he heard that, he instantly, naturally, he was very worried about his daughter. So he instantly started, and that was evening. He went to the nearby boatman and said, "Hey, I will give you extra money. Please take me as quick as you can to the next destination." And the boatman was very sincere. He said, "Yes, sir, I will do it." And said, "I will give you extra money. You row it very strongly so that I can distribute it." Yes. And he went, and in his own thought, it is darkness in the evening, and the boatman started rowing the boat, and the dad was thinking of the daughter, the sickness of the daughter. Mind was more absorbed in the daughter's sickness. And then rowing and rowing, and the gentleman is asking, "Hey, how far to, how long will it take?" So he was anxious to see whether it is coming to the destination. And time is going away, and next morning when sun is rising, to the surprise, the man found that the boat is standing in the same place. Then the man got very angry. "I told you my daughter is dying, and what did you do to me?" Then the boatman said, "Sir, please forgive me. Look at me, I am sweating, rowing the boat all the time. But only one thing I mistaken. I forgot to pull the anchor. Only this is my mistake. I forgot to pull the anchor, and I am rowing the boat. See, my waist waiting whole night, I didn't stop. I am sincere. But what can I do? I forgot to pick the anchor. So where is our anchor? That is our point, which keeps us back. But if that anchor is lifted and rowing the boat, it will lead us to the destination. Any more questions? Eight steps yoga, I only mentioned the important parts. As I said, yama is one step. That means, as I told you, that ahimsa, non-injury, truthfulness, these characteristics, 5. And niyama is the control of your mind by becoming what is called, take everything, keep the mind cool around all situations. Take the suffering as austerity, like that. 5, these are the 2 first qualities. 3rd quality I told you, asana, which is the yoga asana exercise. 4th stage is called breathing exercise, pranayama. 5th stage is called trying to bring the mind in the focus. It's called pratyaha. Bring the mind is going that direction, bring the mind here. But again you bring the mind has its own tendency, it runs in that other direction. Then again say, "Hey mind, come back. This is called pratyaha, withdrawing the mind, pratyaha. And after a long struggle, you reach the 6th point, that your mind now, pulling back again and again, it listens to you a little. It holds the mind in your object of meditation, in your heart. And then dharana, it's called dharana. Dharana is holding. Pratyahara is withdrawing. Withdrawing is the 5th point. 6th point is holding the mind in your focus. In my heart there is Lord, I focus my mind here. Mind does not go anywhere for a few moments. Then, still, mind will run here and there. It is a long time mind has been a free child to run whatever he likes. Now you say no, and mind gets a taste of joy by little meditation, and then it stays there for quite a time. That is called meditation. we use the term meditation very loosely. We say meditation, meditation, meditation. Actually, we do fight with the mind. Mind goes there, hey, mind, come back. Again, mind runs there, hey, come back. With the fighting with the mind, that is the fifth stage. Sixth will be mind, you can hold the mind there. Sixth. Seventh will be when your mind is steady for a few moments in the thought of God or your chosen idea. And the last, if you can stay quite long, then it will lead to samadhi, which is transcending all duality, marching into it. That's the 8 steps. But we have to struggle wherever we are. But the very foundation is that the 10 commandments. Be truthful, be honest, be sincere, don't harm anyone, don't touch anyone illegally, like that, or to very normal spiritual. Take everything in life which has come, suffering or pain, as God's grace. Endure that, this will pass, this will pass. Take such value when mind becomes stable. Okay, so anything more? No more? Okay. Anything? Anyone? No? Now this is to be repeated again and again. I would suggest, I will conclude with this request to all of you, that here is a Vedanta society where I have come here, that's very close to you. Make it time. You are doing so many things, also make it time for these things, so that you have some opportunity to meditation, to singing some bhajan songs which cools the mind, and read some books which will uplift your mind into the level of this consciousness. And everything is going on. You are not to stop other activities. But out of that, make a point that I will keep certain moments of my life exclusively thinking of Lord, the divine in me. And when you go in an environment, you cannot do that in a restaurant or in a dancing club. But you have to do that, you need an environment where people are meditating. Where there is an environment, people are thinking of God. So if you also join them, you help them and you also help them, because your mind gets support. Environment, we need support. Spiritual life needs much support, because society does not support spiritual practices, spiritual ideas to flourish. And I will request you, there is an opportunity, please utilize it and try to be a part of it. And this is a good cause. Contribute something, whatever you can do, anytime, anyway. Suppose we come from distance, our coming needs money. The society will have to at least give the airfare. So that needs money. So it needs your cooperation to do little. We can come more if you invite more. More means your money more. You need little collection of your own fund to do all these things. But this is not that I am asking for any money for anyone, or the society ever asked you any money. But it is your own sweet will, so that you can contribute something for a good cause. $5, $2, $10, $20, what is there in it? For a good cause. And enjoy the spiritual environment. Go to that spiritual environment. You meditate there for half an hour. They try to meditate in the morning, every day, 6 to 7. And then they sing some songs, read something. It's nice. Not that you can go every day, but be a part of it, so that you also enjoy the spiritual peace. And then if you can start your day with a good start of meditation, the whole day that peace will contain in your heart. Again come back in the evening after work and start. You may not have to come every day, but at least once, twice a day, when you can manage and whatever way you can do. This is my request to all of you. I am very grateful and thankful to all of you that you have come, and I got the chance to talk whatever I know. May not be the right knowledge, but anyhow, I think as much as I have learned from the scriptures and from the holy people I lived with last 50 years, so I will try to explain that, and please make your life spiritually elevating, full of joy and blessedness. This is my prayer to the Lord. Thank you all.